Hey guys, it's Monday, May 15th, and this is the 18th weekly vlog for 2017. So today was not the most fun day in the world because it's the day after a whirlwind weekend in New York City. I am super tired and it was hard to get through the workday, but I made it. And I don't know when I'm going to get to edit the New York vlogs. It may not be until this coming weekend, but I will get those out to you as soon as possible. Despite the weather, we made the best of it, but it feels really good to be home and we've got gorgeous weather here. It's like in the 80s and 90s all week and sunny, so that's nice at least. So I don't know if you saw today, but Disney World updated their app. You know, it's the one that you use the My Disney Experience in. And they added the online mobile ordering for the restaurants. So the functionality is there. If you're part of the Pandora preview, you can use it. But otherwise, it's not working. Like, you can pull Pete Safari up, but it says mobile ordering is not active yet at this location. And like I said, unless you're at the preview, it's not working in the new canteen in Pandora either. I would assume eventually they'll add a bunch of restaurants. Those are the only two that I could see that showed up at all, and they're not working yet. But the big disappointment is I was able to get to a screen going through the Pandora one and pretending like I was there that said you cannot order food allergy ordering through the mobile ordering, which really stinks. So just heads up, if you've got a food allergy, you're still gonna have to stand at the counter and do the 15 to 20 minute wait for your food. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's the 15th of May, or it's the 16th. I can't ever keep up with the dates, but anyway, it's Tuesday. Yet another lack of exciting news. It was just a normal work day. I don't even think there was any special Disney news today. And it's rough coming back from a weekend trip, I can say that. You know, we were gone from Friday to Sunday without taking any time off work, and for some reason I'm feeling it more today than I did yesterday, but whew, I'm tired. So anyway, we were slowly working our way towards the weekend, which is a good thing. So several of you said you enjoyed the bird video last week, so thanks for the feedback. Our thistle feeder had gotten really gross and it didn't have a removable bottom, so there was no way to really clean it out. So I got a new one today. It just came from Amazon, and the birds are not on it. It'll probably take the finches a while to find it. But usually we get some really cool finches once we have a thistle feeder out. So hopefully we'll get some pretty yellow finches and purple finches. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, May 17th. I believe. I'm always bad on the dates. And worked all day, the usual, Monday through Friday. That's pretty much what you're hearing me say. But I am gonna grill out. It's in the 90s today for the high, supposedly. I think it's still in the 80s right now, but I think it's supposed to hit the 90s today. And so I'm gonna grill a steak out. I hopefully will not drop it on the deck. I did that fairly recently and then I wanted to cry because I couldn't eat it because we have all kinds of wildlife out there, so there's just no way. So today I will attempt to cook a steak and not drop it on the deck. All right, so I'm about to flip the steak. It's not something I can do and hold the camera at the same time. So what I do is this is just a cheap cut. It's flank steak. It is grass-fed, so it's not super cheap. But I marinate it overnight in balsamic vinegar, olive oil, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And it comes out pretty tender that way. So here's what the steak looks like. I just slice it against the grain, so to speak, on a slight diagonal, and it's usually pretty tender. And I also have a baked potato that is almost done, that's in the oven. Good morning. It is early on Thursday, or Friday Eve as I like to say. It's May 18th? Yeah, 18th. And our hot water heater died last night. Really stinks. We have one of those tankless hot water heaters, and it's about 10 years old. They're supposed to last about 30 years, so it shouldn't be broken down, but it is. We already did all the troubleshooting that you can do as a user without more knowledge. So we're having to hire a plumber to come, and I called last night and they wanted $350 to come out last night or $125 to come out after 7 a.m. today. So, and they couldn't even schedule me either. He was just the plumber on call. So I have to call at 7 this morning. So I'm gonna be a little late to work or end up working from home if I have to meet them. I'm hoping they can come today. He couldn't guarantee it. But luckily my work has a gym. So if I have to, I can take a shower there. It's not my preference, but I can do it. But anyway, it's not fun not having hot water. We're very spoiled or privileged, whatever you want to call it, but I don't like it. So anyway, I'm gonna be calling them in just a moment. It's almost 7. I am supposed to be at work at 7, but I decided to stay here just in case they could come right away. If they can't, then I'll be heading into work. If they're coming anytime this morning, I'll work from home till they get here and then go into work, so we'll see. So, sort of good news, called plumber number 1. They said we don't work on those anymore unless we installed them, and they didn't install ours. Called plumber number 2, who actually did our installation, and thankfully they do still work on them. And they are gonna come out today. Initially they said I'd have to go on standby, but then they called me right back and said they could come out about midday today. So I'm going on into work for a little bit and then coming home to work the rest of the day from home while I'm with the plumber, hopefully. So hope to have hot water today. I know it's gonna be expensive probably, but you know, plumbers always are. So the plumber came, the plumber went. There's 3 bad parts in the tankless water heater, and he has to go get the parts and come back and put the parts in. I'm done with work now, which is great. But now we're just basically waiting around for him to come back, and it's gonna be at least $300, ouch. But a new tankless water heater costs around $3,000 to get it installed, so still a good deal when you look at it from that perspective because we've had it for 10 years. So from, you know, when you look at it like that and you think about maintenance on something like a car, it's not really that bad. So I can't say I regret having one. There's pros and cons to tankless water heaters. In case you're curious, they take a lot of water flow before they start working. So if you have low flow spigots, you may have to turn a couple of them on before you get hot water. We have that problem in our master bathroom because we have 2 very low flow spigots. So takes a while to get enough flow for hot water. And in our particular house, because it's an older house that was retrofitted to have the tankless water heater, the gas is on the opposite side of the house. It requires gas from our bathrooms and kitchen. So it takes a really long time for the cold water to get out of the line and the hot water to come through. So there's definitely pros and cons to it. If I was building a new house and could make sure the gas was close to the bathrooms, I would still consider having one. The beauty of it is I can fill our 40-gallon garden tub with pure hot water, which, you know, with a normal hot water tank, you might run out before you could fill that tub. So, you know, ups and downs. But anyway, I think I'm pretty happy. 10 years, $300, not too bad. Hello and happy Friday the 19th, I think, of May. I'm off work, yay! We have hot water, yay! Also, after the guy came back last night and finished with the hot water heater, I found out some interesting stuff from him. They have newer hot water heaters, or water heaters, that are tankless, but they don't have all the drawbacks that ours had. So don't let the stuff I said yesterday deter you from a tankless water heater. Apparently new ones have some kind of circulating hot water so that you don't have to wait 10 minutes to get hot water when you turn it on. And I think there's still the same issue with low flow sinks, but I would still probably get one. But I thought I'd show you our screen porch. Here comes Brian because he brought all our furniture back because pulling season's over, yay! So you may remember our furniture out here, and we've got these lights. They stayed up all year, and we just checked and they still work, which is great. And this is the rest of our furniture. And Mickey is missing, so I'll have to find out where Brian put him. I have a garden gnome Mickey that usually is right there. But otherwise, pretty much most of the stuff. And Brian is going to try some funny snacks. He got, not sure what's in the bag, he'll have to tell you. And then my mother gave him some kind of, I think it's Tabasco chocolate for Christmas. So this should be interesting. Brian just came back with Mickey, so it's like he had ESP and knew I was wondering where Mickey was. Alright, so what's the first snack?
Hitokichi no can do. That's kind of funny. I don't know if that's focusing or not.
It looks like it is.
On the back in the English it says beans cracker.
Beans cracker?
Yeah, that's what they look like.
This will be very interesting.
It's a bean cracker. That's just like a hole. See that?
Are they all like that?
No.
That must be one that sort of came apart or something.
So that's what it looks like.
Let me focus on it. Oh, it almost looks like a giant peanut, so it must be some kind of bean. Focus back on Brian here. Is it tasty?
Oh, that's really good.
Where'd you get that? The Asian market?
No, this is at Disney.
Oh, at Disney? So that's from the Japan Pavilion?
From Christmas.
From Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas trip. Wow, that's really good. I would get that again.
Wonder if our Asian markets have it. We could check. Alright, this scares me.
My mother-in-law.
Yeah, my mom.
Tabasco brand spicy chocolate. And like an idiot, I kept trying to take this off, and then I realized, well, wait a minute, how do these things come out? And you saw on the bottom.
Well, I don't know that I would know that either.
A little chocolate. Spicy chocolate. Alright.
Alright, let's see what it looks like on the inside.
Looks like a little pizza square.
That's so interesting. Alright,
Ready?
here's the real test. Sniff test.
Smells like chocolate.
Sounds hard.
Just a hint of spice. Ooh, on the back end. Yeah, that's interesting. The chocolate really overpowers the spicy, though.
Well, maybe they just kept it mild so people wouldn't get, you know, too lit on fire. Because, I mean, that's actually a common thing. I think the original chocolate had chili powder in it. So, I mean, it's not...
Ooh. It just hit me.
It's building up.
Yeah, in the back of my throat. So, let's see. It says red pepper, vinegar, salt, Tabasco. Yeah, it's interesting.
But not something you'd run out to grab.
No, I wouldn't get that again.
Yeah. Alright, so tonight Brian is making himself some veggie sausages. So these are vegetarian. Are they vegan?
I don't know about that.
So that's what it looks like going in. And he's also made some onions and peppers inside on the stove. And he bought some Bubby's sauerkraut. Bubby's is the brand. They make all natural sauerkraut and pickles and stuff like that. In we go. So in case some of you wanted to know, this is the brand and it is vegan. It says right there on the front. I'm vegan, and it won't focus. There we go. I'm vegan. Also, this is the brand of the sauerkraut. I mentioned wheat, they're kraut, they're pickles. It's all fresh, and you only find this in the refrigerated section, and it doesn't have preservatives or anything. Alright, so Brian's back here getting his veggie sausage off the grill. Nice. Yeah, it does. Here's what the finished product looks like. That looks really good. And today he went to the store and he bought me a meat-filled sausage. So we're going to do this again on Sunday, but we don't usually film on Sunday. So just imagine that I'm having a real German sausage with the same setup. So he had a big bite. How was it?
This is really good.
So you would recommend those sausages?
Yeah. Well, just all the other stuff goes with it. The sauerkraut's really awesome too.
Nice. Also, while Brian was at the grocery store today, he found some larger octopus. Now this looks more like the size of that grilled marinated octopus we had at Tiffin's. Yeah. And they also, the No Man's Lounge does not have it on their menu, but the last time we were there, they let us order off the Tiffin's menu. Good morning, it's Saturday, May 20th. It's about 8 a.m. and I'm going to finally get my hair done. Here comes Brian. It's way overdue for cut and color.
Morning.
He has to hunch over to fit in the frame. He's been cooking everything this morning. You're on a cooking
Well, you
roll.
cooked bacon this morning.
Yes.
We're doing taters.
Yep.
Breakfast taters.
Yeah, we're doing our batch cooking.
Making sandwiches for my lunches next week. I'm gonna do some cucumber and tomato salad.
Yum.
Cut up some carrots.
You're
later.
marinating some tuna steaks to put on the
do
grill.
some tuna steaks for lunch.
Yeah. So my hair takes like 2 to 3 hours. So Brian's gonna be on his own this morning. It's a long process. And then this afternoon, I'm actually gonna be packing. It's a little premature. I hope the weather doesn't change. It's not till next weekend, but we're going to Williamsburg, Virginia, to Busch Gardens for their Food and Wine Festival. I don't know if you heard Brian, he's pretty excited. For Memorial Day weekend, so we'll be there for 3 days, which we're excited about. Probably in the park 2 days. Well, maybe 2.5 though, because we might go Friday when we get there.
Just 2.
Just 2? Anyway, we'll see. But we're staying at this really nice resort. It's the Marriott, and it's like this timeshare type resort. So they have beautiful pools, a huge room with a kitchen, living room, dining room, giant 2-person jacuzzi tub. Like, it's really, really nice. Separate bedroom. And believe it or not, it costs like probably less than a Disney. No, I know it costs less than a Disney moderate. So that's the nice thing about going places that aren't as expensive as Disney. You can have a sort of luxurious stay without the luxurious price tag. So anyway, we're pretty excited about that, but I decided to go ahead and at least pack stuff like travel size toiletries and stuff like that, because all mine are empty from our New York City trip, so I need to refill things like that. Go ahead and throw my bathing suit in so I don't forget it, because around here we're not swimming yet. Well, we don't swim much here anyway until we go to the beach, but usually most pools open Memorial Day weekend, so we might take a dip in the pool. So we'll see, but I want to get some of that sort of preliminary packing done. And then I think we're also going to record a Cabins at Fort Wilderness, what do you call it, review. We haven't stayed there since 2014, and they have been remodeled, but I know what they changed. It wasn't a total overhaul, it was a few tweaks, and so we'll mention that. But we did a poll on Twitter, so if you're not following us on Twitter, it's peas and carrots with the number 3 at the end. I'll put that up here on the screen somewhere, because we may do polls in the future, and the cabins beat out Coronado. We will still do a Coronado review, and I know that's under refurb also, but we'll definitely get one of those done eventually, but we're gonna do the cabins, I think, this weekend. Hey guys, I am back from getting my hair done. I know it probably looks like nothing right now because it's still wet, but
I couldn't tell, really.
She took 2 inches off, so it was actually quite a bit. It gotten really long in the back. I know it didn't show as much from the front, but in the back it was really long, and then the color. But Brian is
back at the grill.
Back at the grill today, and he's grilling some tuna steaks, which he marinated in olive oil, lemon juice, little onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Should be tasty.
Yeah, those are big steaks.
They are big steaks. Alright, so tuna steaks are done.
That looks good. Wow.
You excited?
Mm-hmm.
So we just finished recording our Cabins at Fort Wilderness review.
Might be a little long, but we care about the cabins.
We love the cabins, yeah, we really do. The only reason we don't stay there more often, you can stay tuned to find out more details, but it's the transportation. Otherwise, I think we would stay there a lot. We love it. It's so peaceful. So we are going to play Battle for Grapeport. Here it is. I'll zoom in a little. So we have played this before, but it has been a while. So I'm looking forward to relearning it. Brian's going to have to re-explain the rules to me. So if memory serves, I think you did see us play this if you've been watching all of our weekly vlog series, or we may have played it back in Vlogmas. I honestly can't remember. But that location you see there, the Dwarven something, because there's a heart on it, thank you, is a location, and it has 5 health. These monsters here are going to do damage to it. Brian just taunted one of the monsters down to him, and he also had another monster in front of him, and that's his character there. So basically, he needs to kill these 2 in front of him. I need to kill the 2 in front of me. And then also we need to make sure this doesn't take too much damage and get these monsters out from in front of it. And this is a cooperative game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure is.
yeah. So we're working to save that location together. We finished the first round. We saved the Dwarven something. Do you say relic? Ruins. And we get to level our characters up now and move on to the next area. So if you remember a few weeks ago when we had our friends over for game night, we played the Red Dragon Inn, which was that game with all the different types of drinks and stuff. So now our new location is the Red Dragon Inn because this is made by the same people, and we have to save this location this time.
We gotta save the inn.
Save the inn! Alright, so we saved the Red Dragon Inn, and we actually succeeded. Brian didn't think we would because it looked really hard, and then we pulled it off. Alright, so we won. Brian said we messed up some of the rules, so
we did mess some rules, but still pretty good.
I don't think we did that bad, though. I think we did a good job.
It was a fun game.
Yeah, it was fun. So thanks for following along this week. We hope you enjoyed it. As you noticed, I did not end up packing for Busch Gardens today. My hair appointment took 3 full hours, and I just didn't feel like it after that. So
my hair appointment usually takes like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes.
But you have to do it twice a week.
Yeah, I do.
Mine's every 2 to 3 months, so I think that's probably a wash when you think about it that way.